You know that place where you want to grow your business, but the idea of adding even one more thing to your plate feels impossible? If you've ever caught yourself thinking, in order to grow, I guess I have to work harder. This episode is designed to shift that belief entirely. Today we're talking about how to grow without adding more hours by building 3 simple supportive systems that protect your peace, your time, and your energy. Is your mind constantly racing with endless to-dos, yet you still feel stuck? Are you feeling guilty when you unplug? Or are you exhausted from hustling nonstop? Hi, I'm Lisa, wife, mom, grandma, and business owner for over 3 decades. I know what it takes to build a business you love without burning out. If you're ready to trade overwhelm for clarity and create a business that honors your values and your life, you're in the right place. So take a deep breath, close those 12 browser tabs, and drop the hustle. It's time to become the balanced businesswoman. Before we dive into today's episode, I want to personally invite you to a very special free 60-minute virtual workshop that I'm hosting on Wednesday, December 3rd at 12 p.m. Eastern. It's called The Peaceful Path to Success: How to Set 2026 Goals Without Burnout. This is for service-based female entrepreneurs like you who want to grow, but not at the cost of themselves. In this interactive workshop, I'm going to help you get clear on what you actually want in 2026, create goals that honor your balance and boundaries, and you're going to walk away with your first aligned goal, plus a peaceful plan that supports it. So if you're ready to set goals differently next year, with peace instead of pressure, make sure you save your seat. The link to register is bit.ly/peacefulpath2026. And I'll be sure to include this link in the show notes for you. I can't wait to spend time with you. All right, let's get into today's episode. Hey, balanced businesswomen, how are you all doing today? Let's start here. There is this unspoken belief that so many women in business carry. And it sounds like this: if I want to make more, I'm going to have to work more. More hours, more sacrifice, more pushing, more grind mode. But here's what I want you to hear. This belief is not only incorrect, it's what's keeping you stuck. Your business doesn't grow because you work harder. Your business grows because you lead it differently. And the shift from working harder to leading better happens when you build systems that support your energy, your time, your client experience, and your revenue flow. Not complicated systems, not tech overhaul systems, because everyone knows I am not techie, but simple rhythm systems that create ease, structure, and peace. And that brings me to the first system. I call this one the values-based CEO time system. Let me paint the picture. Most women are waking up and going straight into reaction mode. We're checking emails, client messages, we're on social media, we're diving into our task, making calls, running errands, basically taking care of everyone else's needs before their own. And by the time you look up, the day is gone and you're exhausted. And you're still not done the things that actually move the business forward. Sound familiar? Ask me how I know. Here's the shift. As the CEO of your business, your job is not to spend your day reacting. Your job is to lead. And leadership requires thinking time, planning time, decision time, and quiet time. And this is why I teach the weekly CEO hour. Now, my clients know part of this as my Sunday planning method. It's 1 hour, ideally at the start of your week. I usually recommend Sunday evenings for this, where you sit down and review what worked last week. Check into what didn't work. Decide your priorities for the week. Schedule your non-negotiables first. And set your boundaries for your time and energy. Your calendar should support your values, your life, your joy, your peace, and your business. Notice the order that I said those in, not the other way around. So I want you to ask yourself, if I were truly leading, how would I design my week? Not reacting, not scrambling, not working from urgency, but leading. You deserve to run your business, not have your business run you. System number 2, boundaries and communication system. Growing your business without burnout requires one core skill: boundaries. And I want to say this very clearly. Boundaries are not about control. They are about preservation. They preserve your energy, your peace, your time, and your ability to show up powerfully. Your clients don't need you to be available 24/7. Your family does not need, nor do they want, a burnt-out version of you. And you do not need to prove your worth by overgiving. Here is one simple boundary that changes everything. Set your working hours and stick to them. Okay, I'm going to pause here because I know I have a lot of listeners that are realtors and loan officers, and you're probably saying, Lisa, how is this even possible? I understand in some industries we do have to be flexible with our time. However, this does not stop you from setting the intention of what your work hours are. So set your working hours and stick to them and communicate them clearly. Here's an example of a script that you can use word for word. I'm available Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern. If you message outside of these times, you'll hear from me on the next business day. This message is simple, clear, kind, and respectful. And when you hold that boundary consistently, your clients will do the same. When you stop being available always, you regain your life. Evenings become restful again. Weekends become sacred again. Your mind stops buzzing all the time. And again, maybe your weekend looks different, okay? Maybe you're working on Saturday, but you take Sunday and Monday off, or you take Sunday and another day off during the week. It's just about ensuring that you do have time for yourself and that you're communicating this to your clients. So you get space to breathe, and space is where clarity and creativity are born. Okay, here's system number 3. I call this one the client and revenue flow system. This is where we shift from hustle to structure. Most business owners are reinventing the wheel every single month. New marketing ideas, new messaging, new client experiences, new onboarding, new systems. This is exhausting. And frankly, it's unnecessary. Successful, peaceful businesses run on repeatable flow. Here's what that looks like. There's a clear, predictable path that your client travels. First, they're a follower, then they become a warm lead, then they convert, and then they either, depending on your business, they enroll with you, they sign a listing or a buyer's agreement, they fill out their loan application. This is the enrollment process. And then they go to onboarding, and then they actually receive your services, whether that's coaching, whether that's buying or selling a home, getting a loan, or going to your yoga studio classes. Then they go to completion, And then it's the referral renewal system. So let me repeat that path again because I know I interjected just to give some clarity. So the path is follower, warm lead, conversion, enrollment, onboarding, your service, completion, and referral and renewals. When this flow is stable, your business becomes steady. And steady feels safe. Steady feels grounded. Steady feels peaceful. So ask yourself, if someone new finds me today, do I have a clear journey for them to walk? If the answer is no, that's your work. Because once your business has a flow, you are no longer hustling for clients. Clients are simply moving through the system that you've built. You continue to get repeat and renewal business. And that is where business becomes lighter. These three systems work together. The CEO time system protects your clarity and your leadership. The boundary system protects your energy and your life. And the client and renewal flow system protects your time and your income. When these are in place, you do not need to hustle to grow. Your business begins to grow because you finally have structure that supports the life you actually want. Take some time this week to work on implementing or refining these systems. So, if you're listening to this and thinking, yes, I'm ready to grow, and I refuse to burn myself out again, then you need to be at my upcoming virtual event on Wednesday, December 3rd, The Peaceful Path to Success. It's 60 minutes, it's completely free, and it will help you set 2026 goals that feel aligned, balanced, and sustainable. Go to bit.ly/peacefulpath2026 to register, or click the link in the show notes. I can't wait to help you build success that feels like peace. Hey ladies, I hope today's episode inspired you and gave you the boost you needed. If so, please share it with a friend. Hit follow and take 30 seconds to leave me a review. Your reviews mean the world to me. They encourage me, and they help more women find this show. It lights me up knowing this podcast is helping you to find more balance and joy. Until next week, remember, your business should fit your life, not the other way around. Have a wonderful day on purpose.